What's poppin' people, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. This is top 16 as we enter best of 3 territory at the Glasgow Regional. Big thank you to Organised Play Events for running the event and also giving me exclusive media rights. I did fumble next round. I have no idea where around the top 8 is, but we have top 4 and top 2, which is what matters the most. Winner of this is guaranteed a Blitz Omni. This would be Mr. Lowe's second one on the left. And we got a Scottish native on the right, looking to be the home crowd hero, defender of the north. You can see HPD is just glued to Johnny's hand. He's got it straight away. This is one of those matchups that's really funny to see, like, both of them having to read each other's cards because, like, you know, who's had to read Mimi in a hot minute? I mean, thinking of things you haven't had to read in a hot minute. Lady Devi coming through is going to be the draw 2, pitch 2. And then we're going to get the draw 1 off the Suno, passing out to 1. We're going to go Togemon, which is going to play out the Mimi. Then we're going to play out the Palmon. So we do get to pick up a double level 5 as we get a fairy as well as vegetation. But this is probably still something that can be swung over pretty comfortably. I'm going to put a Goblin in the back. It's one of those ones, like, Lady Devi is big enough to be able to swing over these things. I guess you could argue maybe you could get ace, but you've seen the ace anyway. So we're gonna go put the debuff onto the Togemon, and then out comes the first Volley and Draken. 5k retail, blocker as well, sourced up and ready to swing. And then we'll see the training come down. So we're not actually going to choose to aggress here, which means this Togemon might make it back. We are going to get the pop though, because the Lady Devi Inherit is going to pop a 3k. Then we're going to go into the lady herself. The Lilithmon X is going to come through. And then, I mean, it has no when digivolving effects, but it's more just like putting the things down. I'm kind of surprised we didn't just swing over the Toge, so like actually letting it play, but obviously having a retail body makes it really awkward to try and come and play, because the Lady Devimon X antibody and like the being able to stop an attack without necessarily getting to do things, as well as just having the things like the Volley and Zadraken like there, being able to pop a token, having just a retail body. This matchup is really, really difficult, and that's without even showing off the Levia pieces. Like the Levia X is in trash, and there's a lot. This matchup is really, really difficult. I will say though, still, even Johnny just being here in top 16 does mean that this is one of Bloom's highest placements. No longer the highest placement, as the list that this is kind of based on, the list that got second in Manila. This list is very similar to that. Obviously, we've got that Johnny Flair where you've got stuff like the Izzy Mimi. This is still the West, the highest placement in the West since the last time that it was also him. No longer in the world though. Again, big shout outs to Hands in the Air for getting second place at the Manila Card Fest. And shout out to Purple Good Stuff for kind of just being so unbelievably uncontested. Like we do all this stuff to try and take out some of the generic draw engines. We took Gabumon out back and we shot him dead. We took Anubismon out back, we shot him dead. And here, the rest of the Purple Good Stuff, I think we got a couple more dogs that aren't going to be making it to, well, I say Christmas, but aren't going to make it until 2025. We're going to see the Levia come down, which is going to get the clear. We're going to gain the memory. And then it's during your turn that something is being popped. So instead of burning, we are going to get to pick up the one of with the Gatomon, which got us free played off of the item. And right now, at least, there's no, well, I mean, there is a Leviamon. There is a Leviamon. So this Levia X, unfortunately, is going to kind of lock down things. You could try and go into, you could, okay, I don't hate that. Go for a suspension. I'm going to suspend one of the blockers. We're going to gain some memory, gain some value. And at least we were able to keep tempo cycling with the Mimi, but we do at some point need to try and go for an extension. The problem is, I think Johnny kind of wants to play for Mega Gargamon Ace. Because he's trying to just figure out the memory here. So There's nothing he does that will allow him to like contact, evolve, and try and get past the Levia X. And as much as something like a Pally would obviously solve some of the problem, there's just so much damage on board right now. Like you're looking at 2 checks, 1 check. If something dies, burn. Well, I guess if something dies, get to play something back. I'm gonna go training to just go straight into the Levia X, which is just going to get the double clear, and then we're gonna get to play out. Gonna go a Psychmon, which I guess is to try and play around a Death X that could, in theory, show up. And then, are we gonna go sideways? There's no reason not to, right? Like, 3 checks is a lot of checks. We did see he was pretty safe when he played in his last round, where he just really did not extend. 1 cost Evo into Lady Devi does allow you to draw in trash. We're just setting up slowly, and then we're gonna get 2 draws. Goblinmon's gonna gain us back the memory, so 0 cost Evo, and surely this time we swing? Yeah, gonna go sideways. We're gonna see the first 3 checks immediately just blitz through, blitz in, blitz in, blitz in. Whilst we're getting shuffled up, yes, I can actually finally do this during a tournament stream. I want to say thank you to everyone that's been joining the channel as a member since we did the Glasgow Regional. I'm going to try and blitz these out day by day, so that way you've got these coming out regularly and get even more. As we do have a big thank you to all of our members. We got the Mega Level, Just Justice Josh, Ultimate Hero on YouTube, as well as the Tier 3 on Twitch, the Tommy NT, Tommy Tricks on the Sticks, Shinny Carry, Coffee Deus, Jambo TCG, John Esposito, 3 Strike Rule, DHM, Greatness Beam, Solar Ouroboros, King of Knights, Rose Pierce, Brad, Ryan Balfi, Andy Fing, Christian Royal, Squid Eater, Benji Gibber, Solon Descends, Yuxo, Evan Turner, Thomas Yates, Onyx Arlen, Bonsai Beard, Turtle Sovereign, Kenneth Smith, Jaminos, Thermat FGC, Walter Caceres, Donkey, Grey, Octavian, Gimme That Gaming, Ale, Feeling Hollow, Chava, Robin, King Fujitoro, and Crowned Clown. Big thank you to every single one of you. I know I did not do these in order, kind of a jumbled one, but a big thank you to everyone that has been joining the channel and everyone that has stayed as a member, people that have been rejoining. Appreciate every single one of you. Gonna see just the gaogamon dropped, but I don't think we're in a position to punish this turn 2, like for Johnny, which is really unfortunate here. Gonna put the Palmon in the back, the training, the Mimi, the training. That's a prettier training. And it's gonna pick up the Pomimon that when suspends another. I believe it was the EP one. So the gaogamon does get unpunished, and it's gonna turn into a 1 cost Lady Devi, which is then gonna draw to pitch off the Levia X. And then as soon as we have a Lady Devi-mon X antibody on the board, we've basically kind of done what we need to. 4 cost gaogamon unpunished is near game on board. Luckily there's no X antibody Digimon, so like there's no X antibody like protoform to make this one work, so I think it's safe from the Levia X. I guess we're going to find out if I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works. And a suspending game 1, yeah, so it looks like we are going to get them. We're going to go training into Ayata. Ayata going to suspend the Palmon, and then we're going to... what do we play out here? Yeah. Ugh. I mean, it's going to be the Togemon. Suspend the Togemon to get the Mimi. Mimi going to hatch Palmon. Oh, Toge X, which does get the suspension. Okay, fair enough. He does have a way of suspending, so that way this Bloom can actually just kind of punch. Yeah, we are going to make the Bloom now as it goes over. We're going to gain back all the memory, and then we're going to swing, and it's going to go for the 2. We get decent damage. More damage than we did in the last game. I think this is also a locked Vole and Zadrukan, and then we're going to put the Izzy Mimi, the Johnny special, down. It's going to make it so if he does go sideways and leave a sideways body, then we are going to be getting that +2 memory. And I mean, to be fair, because it was suspend and lock, the Vole and Zadrukan token is going to give him 2 memory next turn unless he can get rid of it. Going to pop the body, and then we're going to put the debuff down onto the Bloomlordmon. However, there's not a way to give it rush just yet. However, but it is 5 versus 4 in terms of tamer, so we will get a Levia that can pop lowest, pop highest. So that's going to be double clear, gains all the memory back, and then we're going to push out. We do get to tag something. I'm going to tag the Levia, so if it gets suspended, Johnny's going to get 2 memory back. I'm going to go Toge. Ooh, he can't use the Togemon effects though. Now that we have the Levia and we have a Lady Levia X, this is 2 targets that the Levia X can play, which is just so miserable. Like, there's just like, and a Volan's Dragon token, like, this is just like a checkmate situation on board, which is pretty miserable. Gonna play the Mimi for 1, gonna suspend, gain 1. Are we gonna take the trigger? Any response? Any responders? No, we're just not gonna respond to that at all. That was an opportunity to just get a free eat. Yeah, we're just gonna play the boost. Yeah, we're kind of just sitting in such an awkward situation. Like, a Palmon X is cool, but as soon as an option card gets used, Palmon on the board is gonna get popped. And we're looking at 2 check, 1 check. Yeah, there's 5 checks on board right now. And we honestly just have game. If you can make a Levia X on field, then we kind of just have it. We're just gonna swing in for the 2 checks, so we're not dead yet. We are gonna memory still. So actually, yeah, I guess evolving would have cost him the game unless he was protoforming into it. We're gonna go. Volan's Dragon is gonna hit, and it is gonna live. So things go from bad to worse. Gonna swing, hits a Tamer into Levia Ace, and then yep, something played by effect. We're gonna make the Levia. So it's gonna kill off the memory extension. That makes the most sense. We're gonna gain back a memory. You might as well swing the last to get rid of it. HPD, Omega Wall. And he just has to kind of make it happen from here. We're gonna put the road mode down, which is gonna clear, and that should be enough to close out the game pretty much on the spot. So y'all can probably already hear the music, and yeah. Expected matchup. This is one of Bloom's most difficult ones. He did come in as the 16th seed by the skin of his teeth, but unfortunately that means you're playing into someone that's playing white hot on your least favorite matchup. So this is going to be looking pretty curtains here for Mr. Low. I mean, he could try and make like a double ace stack because he just barely has enough DP to make it happen, but there's pretty much dying throws. We're going to move out, we're going to push out 1, and we're going to Leviamon gain 1. And then we're going to get to play out 2 bodies. Luckily, there's no Ignite, so he doesn't get to do anything. We're going to go HPD, and then we're going to put the... That's kind of based, actually. We're going to put the body in security to prevent it being an on-deletion effect. It would heal too, so I guess that's why we put the Volan's Draken there. And then it becomes immune to Digimon effects, but it's not going to stop the ruin mode. Okay, no, we are doing it. Yeah, so he gets to heal 2, and then we get to look at the security. And yeah, just going to leave that there. It's immune to Digimon effects. Most likely he's putting a Digimon on top. We do actually get to keep turn thanks to the double Mimi, so that's kind of peak actually. Whoa, cool. Wait, are we not done? That's my goat. That's my goat. He has no reason to actually do it, but yeah, we are going to swing through with the Gobbly. He did what he could, but it's not going to be enough. If you like what you saw and you do want to see more, please hit the like button and subscribe. Consider joining the members. It's a growing family, and we love being able to do things here. We're looking to get the Glasgow Regional out daily for all of y'all. If today is your birthday, then happy birthday. And as always, have yourselves a damn good one.